Midnight Stalker. So, this happened about 3 years ago, and want to point out I actually wasn't present for this story, as I was at a friend's house. So, my mom and sister were out late, can't quite remember the reason. I think my sister had been out at her house to the late hours of the night. Anyways, my mom is driving her home. Keep in mind, my sister doesn't live in the best neighborhood and the city we live in isn't the most safe either. As they're driving they notice a car following them. Making the same movements, making the same turns and tailgating them. After making a few turns and hopping on the highway they manage to lose him. Mom drops my sister off and begins on her way home. She makes it home with no worries, and goes to sit on the couch. About 10 minutes later, there's a frantic pounding at the front door, not like someone trying to get a house owner's attention, more like someone trying to beat down the door. My mom freaks the hell out and runs to wake up my stepdad. He gets up, goes to get his shotgun and goes and partially opens the front door. There was this guy standing outside. My stepdad opens the door just enough for the guy to see his gun. The guy asks my stepdad if he had any booster cables, and tells him his car broke down a little ways down the road. My stepdad politely tells him that no, he had no booster cables. Guy frowns and says, "Come on man, I live right down the road. Can you just give me a ride back to town?" We live about 15 to 20 minutes from the closest town in the country, so it very quickly dawned on my stepdad how sketchy this was. If he lived down the road, why did he need a ride back to town this late at night, and not just walk back home and call for help if he lives so close? As my stepdad is processing all this, the guy looks my stepdad directly in the eyes and says, "Come on man, it ain't like I'm trying to rob you, or anything." Then laughs this weird kind awkward laugh. My stepdad then opens the door, raises his gun and tells the guy he needs to get the hell off our property. The guy sprints off with no hesitation off our porch, down the driveway and down the road never to be seen again. About a month later, we get a knock at the door. It's some pilled out woman screaming for someone named Annabelle. My stepdad opens the door and tells her to get the hell off our property. She runs to her car, stumbling the whole way, gets in her and takes off. Don't know if the two incidents were related, but it is still wild. Thanks so much for reading. Definitely not the scariest on here, but thought I'd share them.